Some call me crazy, and you wonder why. Nothing make me cry, and there's nothing I can do. I've been looking for a girl like you. Hello there. I'm sorry, you're not. I started singing that song and I was getting ready to itch. Anyway, how's it going? Now, welcome back to the Smallville Retrospective. I'm Scotty, you're not. And we are on season 6, episode 18. 18. I gotta open this before the Progeny. With a name like that, you know, it has something to do with. There's babies, there's parents, yeah. Episode starts with Lex Luthor driving down a long and lonesome road, but instead of Tenacious D or the devil, he gets knocked out by someone who tries to run him over, and it turns out to be our very own Chloe Sullivan. But what is going on here? After the credits roll the next morning, Chloe wakes up in her apartment above the telling, very confused. Clark shows up and says, "Hey, we're supposed to get coffee. Where were you?" And she's confused about the mud that's on her floor. And yeah, they found out that Lex was in some sort of incident from the night before. When they go out there, they find Chloe's button. Yeah, but so this I was kind of confused watching this part. They're able to show up there. No one says anything. It's a crime scene. And not only that, by picking up the button, they took evidence from the crime scene. That's illegal. They go to jail. I'm just waiting for it. Mr. Kent, what are you doing on a crime scene? Too bad she's dead. But I'm just saying, she would, if she was still around, she'd be, Mr. Kent, what are you doing at the crime scene? You're not withholding evidence, are you, Mr. Kent? No, it's, I don't know. It's been a lot easier to get away with stuff since she died. But, yeah. Oh, I forgot that episode actually opens with a flashback to 1995. Where we see Chloe's mom, now played by Linda Carter. You know, a Wonder Woman, because they're going to put a bunch of nods to older DC mythologies. Next season, we get Dean Cain. I won't tell you much. And Terry Hatcher eventually shows up too. Sort of. So, yeah. So a bit confusing because we saw Chloe's mom in an earlier episode when she went to see her at the mental institution. She was comatose and she was blonde. But now they've recast her with Linda Carter. Didn't even try to give her a blonde wig or anything. Just give her her hair that she probably dyed. But she was like 50 at this point. But yeah. And she's leaving because she's not feeling well. Now, yes. So, yes. Chloe has been experiencing moments of blackout where she'll wake up. She'll be doing something, then black out and wake up the next morning not remembering anything. She's done. Why Jimmy is not in this episode, I don't know. He's just not here. With a Chloe-centric episode, you think he would be. Maybe they didn't know how to write him into this, but it feels like he should have been. Lois, her cousin, is also not here. Meanwhile, Lana is struggling with the fact that she lost her baby. So apparently I should have waited an episode, because this is the episode where it's revealed that it was fake, but, I don't care. Yeah. By the way, also in that flashback, they couldn't get Robert Wisdom to come back for a cameo and opening this. And she's just like, I'm leaving now, and leaves it there. I'm like, They couldn't even have someone cut off from the top as her dad just kind of put a hand on her shoulder. No, there's just no dad. Turns out, we find out that Lex is now experimenting on Mrs. Sullivan. Moira. Her name is Moira. Chloe's mom. She has the ability to, if she's holding something that belongs to someone, which she can control them. This is only to put a crutch on her powers. Like, oh, she has, otherwise it'd be OP. She can control anyone she wants. Yeah, she can control anyone she wants, but there's a caveat. You have to be holding something that belongs to them, and yeah. Lex wants to test this, but she said she could only... She first denies she has powers, but then says it only works on Chloe. But then he somehow just knows that they need something that belongs to him, to this person, this guy who has super strength. And she makes him sit down. Yeah. Lex wants her to use her powers to bring back a dangerous criminal who escaped. And so he gives her this thing. She uses it, and she says, I want you to find Lex Luthor and kill him. So, of course, he shows up at the Lex mansion and attacks Lana. And conveniently, Chloe and Clark were already on their way to speak to Lex. They would go to the Lex mansion, of course, but they save Lana, and she gets knocked out again. So if you're keeping a tally on that, let me know how many that is, because that is... Why? Like, what? Why is she always got to get knocked out? It's confusing. And so Clark takes her to the hospital, and she tells Clark that she lost the baby. And so he has to run off to help Chloe. But knowing that Lex is going to go after Chloe, she controls Chloe to leave town. When it seems like Clark has snapped her out of it, she uses kryptonite to knock him out and try to leave town. Inexplicably, Lex must have every exit in town blocked out, knowing that she was going to leave town, because we have fake construction workers that knock her out and take her in. Bullshit. And it has to be he just blocked off every exit from Smallville, because there's no way he could have known exactly which way she would go. So he just decided, hey, in less time than it takes for Clark to brush his teeth, it's got to be super fast. Because, like, from the time that he says he's going to do something to her taking control of Chloe, knocking out Clark, and then trying to leave town, a half hour. He's able to organize all this within a half hour. It's got to be at least a half hour. Can't be any longer than that, I don't think. I don't know. It's another convenient way for Lex to win for no reason. Yeah, and he puts her in the same cell with her mother. And I did miss the scene where they go to visit her. And, like, apparently she tried to get Chloe to come visit several times, and she's not in that facility anymore, so she didn't know that they moved her. And she was near the catatonic the last time that they saw each other. Lex does say that he's been doing these experiments, but we're going to get to how this doesn't make any sense later. But, yeah. So, Lana is in a hopsicle. She finds out from Dr. What's-His-Face here that she was never pregnant. He first insinuates that she is behind it, trying to fake a pregnancy to get in with the billionaire. But then slowly realizes, oh shit, she had no idea. She's been played. But he does not call the cops on the billionaire Luthor Jr. No. He just sort of leaves the room. He said, I was never pregnant. Apparently they're using hormones to stop her menstrual cycle and make it appear as if she was pregnant. Objection! She went to a regular doctor to get checked. He says that this stuff makes it, like, makes it appear to the person that is injected with it that they're pregnant. But I don't think it would register from a regular doctor, right? Lex has had a special doctor each and every time, Dr. Langston, because he was in on it, to make it appear as if she was pregnant. But she went to a real doctor the first time to find out that she was pregnant. That doesn't hold up at all. So Martha comes home. We need to I don't know. Martha comes home and finds Clark all knocked out and saves him. And then Chloe and her mom try a power play to escape. They so she's like, is there anyone, you can control anyone with powers, is there anyone here that can help us escape? Conveniently, the super strong guy from earlier is being walked by their room as they try to escape. They fake an escape plan where she's, something's wrong with my mom, and then she ever get the thing, throw it to her mom, and they control him just long enough to get down the road, down the hallway. But seeing that it's not going to work, she controls Chloe to just whatever it takes to leave, which includes going to shoot Lex with a gas blaster gun thing. It's a big old, it's like a rocket launcher, but it's gas. Grenade launcher, but it's a gas grenade. Point blank in the face. And I like how Clark slows it down, but he waits till it's right in front of Lex's face before he actually decides to save him. He's like, do I really have to? And it's gas. Now the question is, what kind of damage would it really have done? Would it have killed him? Or would it just have incapacitated him a little bit? I don't know. I really don't know. But apparently they were all able to escape because of Clark's super speed. And they went to Oliver's loft because they still have that set. But the problem is that Chloe's mom is starting to go back to being catatonic. Objection! Catatonia is not a natural state. You need to be induced into catatonia. And when she left, back in 1995, she was perfectly fine, which implies that they induced her into the catatonia. So why would she go back to being catatonic? If supposedly these drugs that Lex was giving her was getting her out of the catatonia. Okay, but again, you need to be induced into catatonia to be catatonic. It's not a natural occurrence. You don't just become catatonic. I'm not just going to be sitting here and all of a sudden. You need to be induced into it. It's not like, as far as I know, I just don't understand how the reverting is back to catatonia instead of normalcy. It's a way to write her off the show, and I don't know where they put her. Where would they go? Where would they put her where she's safe? I don't know. But, yeah. Another reason why Lois should have been in this episode, it's her aunt. Hello. But anyway, Lex confronts Chloe and basically says, hey, you're not going to print the story, because if you do, well, hey, guess what? You attacked me, and you left, like, there's evidence. There's fingerprints, footprints, mud in your loft, in your apartment, hair follicles, like, for a long time. So, you're not going to do anything. And I'll make sure that all the files on you and your mom are safely locked away. Yeah. So back to square one now. Yeah. And then this is where Lana finds out that she's not pregnant. And then we have a conversation where Clark basically says, well, I told your mom all about you and what kind of person you become and how great you are and blah, 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 blah. And the episode ends. And we get a readout from the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation. Read out by Lois. Or Erica Durant's, whatever. So there it is. I'll give it another 3. It's solid. It's fine. Again, it's just glorified filler, but there are some story elements in there. The main plot is filler, but like I feel like the whole Lana thing is furthering that side plot. Like, this is further descent into madness, evilness. So, yes. So, what are your thoughts on this episode? Leave a comment, so much like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.